I did not pay that much money. I know I didn't, because I would have been like, $20, that's ridiculous. Hello, it's Nidya, not Nancy, and I'm excited to be spending some time talking about something that I love doing and has benefited me tremendously for many years, and that is journaling. Now, keeping a journal doesn't require any special tools outside of a pen or writing utensil and some sort of notebook, and that's something I've done for years. I have a whole box in the basement of different journals that I've used since my early teen years that really encapsulate different chapters of my life. And going back and looking at them is, first of all, funny, but really fascinating to remember the things that were really important to me and the things that were really stressful to me and all the ways that I've grown and changed. However, since last fall, I've developed a new way of going about it that now makes more efficient use of my time. And by that, I mean, not only am I journaling in a notebook the same way I had before, and it's allowing me to be reflective and process through some emotions and very therapeutic in that sense, but the way I've gone about it also allows me to be able to take time creatively. I consider myself to be a pretty creative person, and I've dabbled in a lot of different creative outlets, but I'm not particularly skilled in any of them, to be honest. I've done sewing, but I hardly consider myself a seamstress or a quilter. I do drawing, but I'm not particularly good as an artist. I've painted, but I'm not a particularly good painter. I enjoy all these things, but for me, this outlet allows it to work towards my goal of motivating myself to journal, but also keeping it simple, where I don't have to stress about a lot of materials, where I don't have to stress about it being perfect. And really, it's just, like I said, at the end of the day, all I'm talking about here is using a sketch notebook and putting in stickers and then writing in it. It's really that simple. Before I get into any of the supplies that I use, I want to make sure to reiterate that I am not suggesting that in order to make use of this hobby, you need to go out and spend some money. Because as somebody who is really learning about budgeting, practicing the skills of budgeting and living frugally, for me to say that would be counter to my whole mission here, right? However, if you are looking to make an investment into a hobby that is a fairly inexpensive investment and will last you a long time, these materials are ones that I would recommend to you that I have found to be worthwhile. I use them, I enjoy them, and I will definitely be purchasing again in the future when I run out. Item number one, a nice quality notebook. I don't like spiral bound notebooks. The appeal for this particular notebook is it's bound like a book and it looks like a book. And truly, it's available at Michael's, and I believe it was $9 for this book, and all it is a sketchbook. Pages are thicker than traditional notebook paper. It doesn't withstand like watercolors or anything like that, but the fact that they're plain unlined allows a lot of freedom to create the pages in the way that I want them to look. I'd say these are the 3 pads of stickers that I use. Now, the notebook and all these sticker pads, before I even show them to you and mention the sticker prices, those of you who shop at Michael's know that they're always having sales. They always have coupons. So even though I'm mentioning the sticker prices of each of these items, I know, first of all, that I did not pay nearly this much for them. And I can say with confidence that if you were to go purchase these items, if you use a coupon and you keep an eye out for a sale, you'll surely get these at a much better price than what they're marked as. This first one is very simple. It's months of the year. So each month of the year has a page where it lists the month and then has a series of stickers that are associated with a holiday in that month or just the vibe that go with that month with a particular color scheme. So here's August. And then as we get into fall, you start to see fall colors. Now, I started this notebook in October of last year, so you can see October is no longer in there, but I have used every single one of these pages. So this one from the Paper Studio, listed at $7 plus the sale, totally worth it. These are very similar in what they offer. One is by Create the 365, the other by the Happy Planner, but each one of them has a series of stickers for each season. So these ones often are more quotes and color schemes, larger stickers that could be placed in the notebook, decorative as you journal, and I'll show you a little more closely what that looks like for me. And then in this one, again, very similar, and I like they have these little rubber bands to keep the pages together. Offers, and I've already gone through because this one's summer I'm working on now. And some of them are quotes, some are large stickers. Now here's the deal, you may notice that a lot of these stickers are, like I'll go to a full page, a lot of them are the exact same size. Traditionally these are intended to be used with the Happy Planners. It's a company that creates planners and planner accessories. And if you wanted to go down that rabbit hole, first of all, there's YouTube videos that'll highlight all the very expensive, elaborate ways in which people, I almost said women because it is largely women, but people use all these accessories in their planners. And the planners that they produce, they have spots that are exactly that size where they format the page for you, where you can place a sticker in a particular slot rather than writing in something and it still be decorative. If that is your jam and you want that much structure, maybe it's worth the investment to look at those planners. I like the little bit of freedom that comes with just using the stickers. However, I feel inspired. And again, I'll show you a little bit more of that. But these still, however, allow me to have color palettes, quotes, and you'll find a lot of the ones that I do are the placement is sometimes very symmetrical and whatnot. So there's a lot of geometric shapes and whatnot to allow me to be able to decorate areas of my planner. So 3 biggest sticker books that I use all the time are these 3 here. I do have other sticker pages that I've collected throughout the years because, like I said, I'm not new to using stickers. I used to use an actual planner and put stickers in it. I've over time transitioned to just a blank notebook, but any other stickers can be used too. I would encourage things with lots of colors, again, geometric shapes that you can add in to supplement these ones here, especially since these are all larger stickers. Having a variety of some smaller stickers to work in is sometimes fun to be able to play around with. Now here's the thing worth mentioning. Even though, so that's the back, even though I have these 3 books, and again, full price, they were $20 each, $20, and this one was $7. I did not pay that much money. I know I didn't, because I would have been like, $20, that's ridiculous. Coupons, sales. I believe these were like buy one, get one, or buy one, get one half off. I don't remember exactly, but worth the investment if you have sales and stickers. However, please know, there's no way you're gonna get through, unless you're real heavy on stickers, which I feel like I use a lot. There's no way you're gonna use all the stickers on these pages, even for the seasonal ones. So even for this year so far, I've collected a stack of seasonal photos or seasonal stickers that I haven't even got to yet. So the investment of these stickers, if you truly take the time to spend decorating your journal and then following up with actual writing, you'll find these stickers go a long way. I can confidently say that I'll be using these stickers for 2 years. After that, if I'm continuing to do it by this method, I would imagine I would invest in stickers again, maybe from the same company, especially if they revamp and modify some of their styles each year. But I have no doubt there's just plenty to go into a whole nother year with stickers. So let me walk you through a few of the different types of designs that I do. And really what this is not to say this is how you need to be journaling, but to say if you decide to use stickers similar to this to step up your journaling game, if that interests you, this is how I go about using these stickers. Now, how I go about designing my pages really varies. There's no particular formula. You can just place them however you'd like. But I find in browsing through the completed pages that I have here, I ordinarily will either do a full page that's a collage type that kind of separates between seasons to kind of make note that the month or the season is changing, or I'll just occupy portions of a page just to add some color. And again, as I'm browsing through, I can kind of get a quick glimpse without looking at any dates to know whereabouts in the year those journal pages take place. Now, what I will do, and this is kind of a fun tip if you want to challenge yourself, every once in a while as I'm flipping through and working on some pages, I'll leave it double blank, completely a blank area. And again, remember, I'm putting stickers in ahead of time. So when I see, if I'm opening my journal to actually do some writing and I flip open to see that I've now encountered a section that is fully blank, before I even get started, I really challenge myself to dig into something deeper. I mean, I have full open space, no distractions to be able to really dig into a thought or idea or a reflection or a meditation about some things I appreciate, whatever my entry is about. But whenever I see two blank pages together where there's no stickers, that's my cue to myself. You know what? Dig a little deeper. Give me something good. The topics that I journal about are really varied, but I do try to make it a practice to get this out at least once a week to sit down and jot a few things down. Now, some entries are pages long, others are just a quick blip, but either way, I try to take a moment to really incorporate some of what's in here onto here. But it doesn't have to be serious. I find a really fun way of putting something down sometimes is to create a survey for myself. So I'll just create a title that says current favorites and just start listing food, movie, TV show, song, recipe, and just fill it out. For a moment in time on May 12th, 2020, these were the things that I was obsessed with. I was binge watching Gossip Girl. We were eating a lot of chaffles because we started making the chaffles with everything seasoning in them again. So they're bomb. This is real life. This is what I'm eating a lot of lately. Or, I am really obsessed with the song Cool by Jonas Brothers. It's a good jam. Or I'm really into Billie Eilish right now. Whatever, just survey yourself so that you can go back and look at that and remember in that moment of time what were the things that you were interested in. Something else I've done periodically, especially after having become a parent, is I will come in on that date and think to myself, it's been a while since I've written down what our daily schedule is, especially for those of us who are at home, or even if you're working, jotting down what an average day looks like for you without incredible detail, although if it inspires you to want to go down one of those rabbit holes to discuss that, you certainly could. Just jotting down what are you doing in an average day, because again, those things slowly change over time, and next thing you know, years later, you can look back and reflect and realize how much your life is different than it was today. Something else I'll do from time to time is jot down in the notebook what our meal plan was for the week, because it's interesting to reflect on different things that you become obsessed with at different periods of time, or what particular eating philosophy you might be abiding by. Even so, it's just interesting, again, to get a peek into your life for yourself or for other readers. Which brings me to my next point. When I'm writing my journal, I sometimes ask myself, who am I writing this for? Now, in that moment as I'm writing it, it's for me, because I really believe that there is some benefit to getting it for the sensory experience, to get out of your head onto the paper, organizing it into actual words. And then of course the added component of adding the stickers just to brighten your day, to bring you a little joy, and to also just have some creative expression. Those are all wonderful things for me. Nobody else is getting anything out of that but me. However, I do sometimes look at it with a lens to say, what if somebody in my family discovered this book 100 years from now? My great-great-grandchildren will be reading this and getting a little snapshot of what life was like for their great-grandmother, their grandfather, whoever the people are that in the story that I'm telling, so that they can have a glimpse as to what's going on and what was important in the lives of people who are part of their family. Well, now the reality of it is these might just sit in a box. As I write them, I put them in a box, and they could sit there for years, and then someday I'll pass on and there'll be an estate sale at my house, and my great-grandchildren will be like, what's this box of crap? And they just recycle it and sell off my other possessions for some money. I don't know. But in the moment, it inspires me to be able to look at it as though it's going to be interesting to someone someday. All right, that's it. That's all I do. I have a notebook. I have stickers. I put stickers in the notebook and then I write in it. It's that simple. I hope that it encouraged someone else to maybe either add a creative element to the journaling that you're already doing, or if you're not journaling at all, really consider starting it, because there are benefits to the therapeutic aspect, there are benefits to the creative aspect, but I think all in all, you'll appreciate the opportunity to be able to go back and step into another version of yourself and be grateful for each chapter, be appreciative for each struggle and where it brings you, and have a sense of perspective as you grow and learn in your life. And that sounds really corny, but you know what? It is absolutely true. So with that, guys, I will leave you, and I hope everyone is staying happy and healthy and living intentional, meaningful lives. All right, until next time, see you guys.